evening, and welcome to our commencement ceremony. My name is Chirag Manohar, and as president and salutatorian of the class of 2013, I would like to thank you for joining us. The theme of our graduation is a new adventure, and on behalf of my fellow senior class officers, Rahima Jordan, Heidi Murr, and Cheryl Cisse, I would like to acknowledge the families, teachers, friends, and classmates who have guided and inspired our adventures during our time at CAPA. We hope that our celebration of success today will inspire you as we prepare for the journeys that await us. As we begin, please rise for the national anthem sung by our very own senior vocal ensemble, and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. We would like to welcome our first speaker, co-valedictorian Ian Huddle.
Hello there. I'm Ian Huddle, one of the two valedictorians for the CAPA 6-12 graduating class of 2013, part of the 101st graduating class of the Pittsburgh Public Schools. It is an honor to be here today with Ms. Perlman, Ms. Murphy, Dr. Rudiak, Mr. Eisler, and of course we remember Dr. Lane, and the many other people who could not be here with us today, but we know are with us in spirit. Life, change, a new adventure stands before us as we set off, each our separate ways, into this world of open fields of opportunities. And this is my co-valedictorian, Noah Kars. It's good to see you, Noah.
Is this the right place for the speech?
I hope so. I've already given mine.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
When?
Just now.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I'm telling you I did.
You did not.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is this the 5-minute speech or the full half hour?
Oh, just the 5 minutes.
Oh, good, good. Anyway, I most certainly did.
You most certainly did not.
Now let's get one thing quite clear. I definitely gave my speech.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, yes, I did.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, yes, I did.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Oh, look, this isn't a speech.
You're not a speech. Sorry. Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. It's just recitation.
No, it isn't.
It is.
It is not.
We're just reciting pieces of text to no real end.
So, we often play pieces of music to no real end.
Playing those pieces of music was the end in itself.
How pretentious of you.
And we're still saying nothing.
No, we're not.
This is also probably plagiarism.
What are you talking about?
Miss Hustvedt would have given us a 0 on this speech. And given an angry PowerPoint to the class.
No, she would. Oh, okay, you're right. Wow. Forgot how much time we spent staring at PowerPoints like that.
It was also pointless. Much like this argument.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. Look, I came up here to help you give a speech.
No, you didn't. You came up here to give your speech.
But the speech was supposed to be a joint effort consisting of 2 or more people.
Only 2. You know how collaborative projects work at CAPA. If there was more, they'd never get done.
2 people giving a brief presentation regarding the future of our senior class, focusing around the theme of a new adventure. But the point wasn't that we simply recite what is on these pages. A speech isn't just recitation.
It can be.
No, it can't. A speech is the communication or expression of thoughts in spoken words. There is no thought put into this dialogue.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't. You're just contradicting me according to a piece of paper.
Look, if we are to have a speech, there has to be a pre-written set of guidelines laid out as to avoid any sort of confusion.
Yes, but that doesn't make it a speech.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. A speech is a form of communication in spoken language made by a speaker before an audience. What we have is a dialogue, and a dialogue is only lines or passages in a script that are intended to be spoken.
So what about all those dialogues in civics or English class?
Those were closer to hysterical arguments, and they involved more than 2 people.
Touché. Anyway, it's not.
It is.
Not at all.
It is.
Thank you, that's it.
Why do you get to hit the desk bell? I'm the percussion major.
Yes, Noah, that will be all. Thank you very much.
But we still haven't addressed the theme.
I did. It's not my fault you were late.
It was your idea for me to enter that way.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, be quiet. This sort of performance is not my area of expertise. I'm not a theater major. Neither are you.
Yes, I am. Oh, okay. No, I'm not. I just tied my little hole in the ground with my piano. Yeah, so anyway, playing in the pit really influenced my college decision, too. Without the opportunities here at CAPA like that, I can pretty much guarantee you I would not be pursuing music, and I'm really grateful to CAPA for the opportunities to explore music far deeper than most people my age. I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only one here that feels that way, and all these opportunities CAPA has afforded us, we're all so grateful for it. And of course, we'd like to thank all the parents, all the grandparents, the friends, the faculty, and all those people who stood by us in our time here to get us to where we are today.
I get what you're saying. After 4 years here, we've grown enough that we can recognize our own flaws enough to face them. I remember how much Mr. Knapp screamed at both of us our freshman year about flaws that we couldn't even perceive in ourselves. Now we watch him yell at freshmen, and we understand why his screaming will help them improve. Some things may appear to be nonsense when you first experience them, but even these seemingly useless things can be very useful. As Dr. Seuss said, I like nonsense. It wakes up the brain cells. It's a way of looking at life through the wrong end of a telescope, which is what I do, and that enables you to laugh at life's realities.
Oh, look at you, ending your bit with a Dr. Seuss quote. How original. Well, since we're going down that road, I have one of my own, too. In the immortal words of Dr. Seuss, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened.
At least I picked one that isn't sappy. Gag.
And even though my buddy over here is gagging, we'll just leave you with one final piece of wisdom from Theodore Seuss-Geisel. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them. Sam I am. Thank you.
Next, I would like to introduce our principal, Ms. Melissa Perlman.
That's a very tough act to follow. Good evening, students, parents, families, friends, and all of our distinguished guests. Before I begin, I do have to take somewhat of a selfish moment and ask all of our class of 2013 parents to please stand. It's important, parents, that we honor you and thank you, for without your support and guidance, all of our graduates would really not be here today. This day certainly does bring mixed emotions for many. It's a time to look back as well as forward. There's a natural tendency to review the past 12 years, but this occurs even more so at a graduation. 4 years ago, graduates, we started together, you as freshmen and me as a first-year principal. As a new school leader, you certainly worked to test my ability to lead, motivate, and support your time through CAPA. I think the saying goes, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. Or the song, I'm sorry, thank you. All kidding aside, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, I have had the privilege of spending the last 4 years with our graduates. I can assure you that they are a tremendous group of young people. This class is both unique and special. They are unique in their accomplishments as a class and as individuals in their academic and artistic accomplishments. So seniors, this is our last class meeting. After you leave here today, there will be no more bus passes in homeroom when you go to homeroom, no hall passes to the restroom, muffin tops for breakfast, intercom announcements, or popcorn chicken for lunch. There'll be no more practice rooms to sleep in or sloths to decorate the halls with. No more tours to give or hallway drama to contend with. No more attendance and tardy policies to complain about. And lastly, there will no longer be someone telling you to get off the elevator. From this day forward, you can always take the elevator when you come back to CAPA. In remembering these high school events, always remember what they represent and not the rules of CAPA, but rather the stories and the memories that they've made. Stories are what happen before a memory is formed. In future years, those stories are what you will share with your friends, family, your children, grandchildren, and all others who cross your path. It won't be the math equation or the literary term or even the date of that specific world war. Rather, it will be the stories that surround the learning of all this important information that you will share with others. You'll remember the stories of Michelle Obama, Friday recitals, festivals on the roof, ice skating at PPG, school musicals, dances, Bon Murphy ball in gym class, Halloween at CAPA, semi-formal dances, holiday performances certainly worthy of Kennedy Center, shows like Grifflekin, HMS Pinafore, Nutcracker with the CAPA twist, Triangle, Les Mis, Oliver, and lastly, In the Heights. Please remember the stories your favorite teachers told you, music that was played for you, or words that were spoken and songs that were sung. Remember that these stories took place over the last 4 years in a place that you called home. And more importantly, remember that the stories would not be possible without the people in your lives. The friends seated around you, the teachers, mentors, and the list will go on and on. These stories create the memories that will last a lifetime. Walt Disney, the ultimate story maker, once said, "You can dream, create, design, and build the most wonderful place in the world, but it takes the people to make that dream a reality." Good luck, class of 2013. Thank you for the past 4 years, the stories, the memories, and the smiles, and please continue to shine like the stars you really are. Congratulations. At this time, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce former Pittsburgh Public School principal of Phillips Elementary School, for many of you here, and a familiar face to us. Dr. Barbara Rudiak currently serves as, Dr. Rudiak currently serves as acting assistant superintendent to support services, and I think I messed up that name, Dr. Rudiak, but I apologize. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Barbara Rudiak.
Good evening. This year, each secondary school principal was requested by the superintendent to nominate one member of the graduating class for the Superintendent's Excellence for All Achievement Award. Principals were requested to nominate students who should be recognized as outstanding members of their classes who had already received some special honor. The superintendent recognized that it's impossible to honor every student whose achievement is outstanding, but in recognizing one student nominated, it is possible to salute the outstanding achievement of an individual who is representative of the total achievement of the class of 2013. This year's recipient is in the top 5% of his graduating class. As a member of the vocal department, this student has excelled as a performer and musician at CAPA. He exudes the utmost in school spirit, dedication, and overall commitment to being a lifelong learner. Additionally, this student has performed all 4 years in the CAPA Spring Musical, as well as in countless operas and vocal showcases. He intends on pursuing a career in music and will study vocal performance at Carnegie Mellon University. Most recently, he was awarded a Gene Kelly Award for Best Actor in CAPA's production of In the Heights. It is with great pleasure to present the Superintendent's Excellence for All Achievement Award to Angelo Raggianti. Congratulations.
It's beautiful. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to introduce vocal senior from Pittsburgh CAPA, Kendra Bolden.
Hello, my name is Kendra Bolden, and I'm proud to address you today on the significance of the Pittsburgh Promise. As students of the Pittsburgh Public Schools, we're all familiar with the Pittsburgh Pledge. The pledge calls all of us, students, teachers, families, and the community, to have high expectations, work hard, achieve academic excellence, set a positive example, be respectful and considerate of one another, and listen and be open to new ideas. As graduates, we have kept this pledge and will carry its spirit with us as we prepare for the road ahead. We are the sixth class of students from the Pittsburgh Public Schools who are receiving the gift of the Pittsburgh Promise from our community. The Promise is our community's pledge that money for education will not be a barrier for students of the Pittsburgh Public Schools. The Promise is a commitment that is available to all of us who dream big and work hard. The entire city of Pittsburgh will be watching us, eager to see the promise fulfilled and the role we will play in this city and around the world. We are the future of this region. As I prepare to attend Drexel University, I am thankful for the important role that the Pittsburgh Promise will play in my future education. To everyone who supports the Promise and has made it possible, I thank you for believing in us and helping us reach higher. On behalf of the 2013 graduating class of Pittsburgh CAPA 6 through 12, I would like to thank the board, our superintendent, Dr. Lane, our principal, Ms. Perlman, and our teachers, but most importantly, our parents for believing in us and the future of Pittsburgh as we strive to achieve success in all aspects of our lives. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to introduce longtime CAPA supporter and school board member, Mr. Bill Eisler, with a few remarks.
Good evening. On behalf of the Pittsburgh Board of Public Education, I want to thank the parents for all you've done to support your children who are tonight graduating from a terrific high school. I want to thank the administration and the teachers. No matter what school I go into, I am always amazed at the level of dedication of the staff of the Pittsburgh Public Schools. They helped all the parents get these students to where they are tonight. On a personal note, and Kendra, I have to say this, I'd love to take you with me when we're selling the Promise. I'm going to tell you what sells the Promise, and I'm going to tell you why the Promise has been successful. It is these students sitting before us. The achievement of our students, both in the school district and when they go on to post-secondary education, has been extraordinary. And it's something we need as a city to be proud of. Our students who have made the Promise successful and will continue to make it successful for future generations. And to you students, congratulations. It's been a lot of work, but it's been worth it. And we're expecting big things. The creativity and imagination that comes out of that building on the river is second to none in the country. So my congratulations and thanks to you. And finally, on a personal note, Dr. Rudiak, 39 years of dedication to the Pittsburgh Public Schools, its students, its parents, teachers. As a teacher, one of the first principals I ever got to work with when I was elected to the board, and actually prior to the board, and in central administration. Again, the Pittsburgh Public Schools has a lot to be proud of with its students and its staff. Thank you and congratulations.
I am pleased to acknowledge the 2013 class of Pittsburgh CAPA 612 and authorize the principal, Ms. Melissa Perlman, to grant diplomas to members of this class.
It is a longstanding CAPA tradition to award our diplomas by the art department, for which students have studied and will begin doing so by our vocalists.
It is my pleasure to present the 2013 CAPA Vocal Artists. Tiffany Austin. Jessie Christina Brown. Carly Marie Caparelli. Mia Rada Clausen. Adina Nicole Collington. Lisa Marie Dunlap. Brene Hill. Chelsea Renee Maskew. Sierra Porter. Angelo Joseph Ragianti. Ebony Monique Rush. Jamaica Carmel Scott. Kiera Lee White. Michaela Catherine Williams. Kendra Bolden. Cheryl Yebu Sise. Congratulations.
Will the candidates for diploma from the CAPA Department of Instrumental Music please rise and approach the stage? Peter Bartholomew. Amiri Blackman. Nicholas Blom. Bowden. John Brozovic. Mackenzie Caraway. Cornelio Coates. Ariel Haywood. Jacob Shahan. Joshua Shahan. Matthew Skinger. Adam Villanueva. Terrell Williams. And Noah Cars. Thank you.
Will the graduating piano majors please rise? Alexander Simakis. And Ian Huddle. Congratulations. Dancers, please rise. It gives me great pleasure to present the Dance Department graduating class of 2013. Noelle Elizabeth Blackhall. Brianna Margaret Conrad. Julia Davis. Kiana Del Grosso. Demi Hill. Tyler Marie Jerry. Sarah Rose Kennedy. Essence Kimes. Mylasia Logan. Caitlin Elizabeth Miller. Natis Miles. Sydney Naughton. Raven Ashanti M. Reed. Shayla Noel Rhodes. Amanda Schneider. Rahima Louise Jordan. Heidi Murr. We're so very proud of you dancers. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Will the 2013 CAPA Literary Artists please stand? David Jonathan Duell. Akin Erkan. Rowan Fiorelli. Adam MacDonald. William Henry Marshall IV. Samara Louise McGraw. Kelsey Janae Miller. Agatha Monasterios Ramirez. Jordan Montgomery. Starla Denise Murray. Shankway Latera Parker. Diana Thompson Sims. Jasper Wang. Stephanie J. White. Samantha Lando Winston. Congratulations, 2013 literary artists. You may be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Visual Art Department graduating class of 2013. Lauren Yvette Brown. Catherine Stanford Gallagly. Ashley Michelle Garza. Ella Goldstein. Miller Marshall Wolfgang Gogenauer. Asan Jackson. Maddie Bella Johnson. Aaron Reed Calbaugh. Elan Bernard Kendall. Todd Elliott Koger Jr. Adam Robert Lynn. Brianne Kenda McCain. Ethan Lewis Michaels. Zoe Mana Nishimura Roos. Micaiah Gold Rucker. Miller Hetzel Schulman. Jacob Timothy Short. Tyler James Singh. Latia Marie Tucker. Ronald William Turner III. Ariana Williams. Yeah. Congratulations, sweetie. Congratulations, Visual Art Department graduates. You may now be seated.
It is with great pleasure that I present to you the CAPA Theater Department graduating class of 2013. Tajana Adina Anderson Clinton. Brandon Malik Briscoe. Isabella Lauren Bubash. Taylor Renee Bush. Shannon Rose Daly. Emily Elizabeth Dieselroth. London Dorsey Hurd. Tiggy Flaherty. Lucille Gallagly. Marlo Renee Hall. Megan Lohner. Linnea Patterson. Brandon Pent. Peyton Pinkston. Emily Putnam. Maya Casada Sheikh. Emily Rego. Sorry, I forgot. Clarissa Marie Reese. Joshua Brian Schreiber. Taylor Ray Simmons. Hunter Elizabeth Steinitz. Anna Caroline Stulegros. Nicholas Sargent. Stuart Sargent. Robert Underwood. Jaslyn Campbell. Sydney Parker. Erica Vowles. Chirag Manohar. Congratulations.
On behalf of the Pittsburgh Board of Education, I hereby declare that the 2013 class of Pittsburgh CAPA 612 to be graduated. Please join me in a round of applause for our graduates.
Graduates, at this time, please take your tassels from the right to the left as you begin a new adventure. And ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you CAPA's graduating class of 2013.